Some of you may not be aware that the DJI Mini 2 has an FPV mode, kind of. Or you've seen it in the settings but aren't too sure what it is. All will be explained, so don't go away. Hey guys, Mike here and welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, thanks for tuning in. So, FPV mode, or first person view, is the name given to a method used to control a radio controlled vehicle from the driver or pilot's viewpoint. Most commonly it's used to pilot a radio controlled aircraft like a drone. The drone is controlled remotely from a first person perspective using the onboard camera of the drone, which is fed wirelessly to video FPV goggles. You'll have no doubt seen pictures or videos of people wearing these sorts of things and are most probably aware of a purpose-built FPV drone released by DJI earlier this year. Links to videos on that below. So, what does this have to do with the Mini 2? Well, inside the settings of the Mini 2, go across to Control and scroll down and you'll see next to Gimbal Mode you have two options. Follow mode and FPV mode. So what are the differences? Now 99% of the time, in fact 100% of the time for most people, you'll have the drone in follow mode. This means that the drone will use all three axes of the gimbal to ensure the horizon stays level and your footage stable. The Mini 2's gimbal can move left to right, which is the pan or yaw axis, up and down, which is the tilt or pitch axis, and side to side, which is the roll axis. As you fly your drone around, it moves and twists according to the instructions you're giving it through the controller. And as it does that, the axes of the gimbal move to ensure the camera is kept level. Now, when you change the drone to FPV mode, it essentially locks the roll axis of the gimbal. So when the drone moves like this, the gimbal won't compensate. And so in your footage, you see the actual movement of the drone. Now, technically, it isn't locked because according to DJI, the gimbal actually synchronizes with the movement of the aircraft to provide a first-person flying experience. So the explanation is as simple as that, but the question remains, why would you want to use it? Well, the answer is that it gives you much more dynamic footage, which you can pepper into your videos to make things a little bit more interesting. It's also a bit more immersive and gives the viewer the feeling that they're actually there flying the drone. As an example, here's me flying around an area in the standard follow me mode. All very nice and smooth and picturesque, and you could say boring. And now here's flying the same area in FPV mode. Quite different, right? Add in a bit of music to set the scene and you could go from this to this. So you see what I mean about having a little bit of fun with it? Now, for true FPV pilots, people who are using purpose-built FPV drones for racing, it gives you that immersive feel as if you're inside the drone, piloting it through the turns and around obstacles. It allows you to be more precise and accurate with your controls and helps you react quicker to what's happening. Now, I've got two opposing viewpoints on this. If you're not an FPV pilot but want to give it a shot, check out this video here where I talk about the reasons why you should, versus this video where I talk about actually why it isn't for me. Take your pick and I'll see you over there. Cheers guys.